And when Giorgio 1990 and his friend, totally desperate now, pleaded, tried to find any logic asking, "Please, what's that money for?" one officer just shut them down. "Stop asking too much questions, gentlemen."
Chilling. If we connect that to the bigger picture, their refusal to even acknowledge the airline's pleas or explain the demand at all, it clearly signals intent way beyond standard procedure.
It's pure power play.
It's a calculated move. Maximize pressure, exploit the time crunch, operate with zero accountability. That stop asking too much questions, classic tactic. Shuts down any challenge to an illegitimate demand. Reinforces the idea. This isn't a fee, it's a shakedown.
Yeah.
Deliberately creates this environment where the travelee feels utterly powerless, no negotiation, no inquiry. Your only path is illicit payment. It weaponizes uncertainty, fear.
And that was the moment it just clicked for Giorgio 1990. He writes it in his post, this moment of awful realization. "Oh, so I finally realized it's an extortion." In all caps.
The penny drops. Horribly.
The true nature just became undeniable. And here's the absolute kicker, the twist in this whole cruel saga. Despite all the demands, the threats, the clock ticking down, they didn't get the cash.
They didn't pay.
No. By 12:14 p.m., just 5 agonizing minutes before their 12:20 p.m. flight was set to leave, the officers, maybe realizing they'd pushed too far or the flight was actually leaving, finally called them back and almost like begrudgingly stamped their passports.
Wow. So they let them go at the very last second, after all that.
Yeah.
That sudden release after they refused to pay. That's incredibly telling, isn't it? It suggests, okay, they wanted the money, sure, but maybe the primary goal was also just asserting absolute control, inflicting maximum psychological distress.
Like a punishment for not paying.
Possibly. Or maybe it wasn't about the money itself in that final moment, but the attempt to extort. Holding them until the absolute last second guarantees they'll be in this frantic rush, knowing the consequences if they miss the flight.
It's power play, creating this agonizing, unforgettable experience, even if the bribe wasn't paid.
Exactly. Was it a bluff called? Or just a calculated move to punish them for not giving in earlier? We don't know, but the effect is the same.
It's like this cruel, twisted game. The rules are just designed to break you. They stamp the passport, finally, but they've ensured you're plunged into this immediate, desperate scramble.
Yeah, no time to recover.
Giorgio 1990 describes it so vividly, having to run like Usain Bolt to go catch up with the plane. His stuff falling out of his backpack, couldn't stop to pick it up. Time was just too critical.
Oh, man.
Ran so fast, panicked he left his shoes behind. Trousers sagging because he'd taken his belts off at security. Can you even imagine that? That desperate, humiliating sprint right before a long flight after hours of psychological torment?
The physical and psychological toll, you can't overstate it. Right before what should be this momentous, exciting journey, to be put through that extreme, humiliating stress, it'd be profoundly disorienting.
Totally.
It's designed to leave you exhausted, anxious, a stark contrast to the excitement you should feel. It feels like that secondary, non-monetary punishment, like you said, for not playing ball.
Yeah, for resisting.
The timing, minutes before departure, ensured that frantic scramble, leaving them feeling defeated, bruised, before they even get on the plane. It's also a warning, isn't it? An implicit message to others who might think about refusing.
And then, the final blow.
Yeah.
The crushing, devastating outcome. After that mad dash, that sprint, Giorgio 1990 and his friend finally reached the gate, board pass ready.
Did they make it?
The scanner shows invalid. The attendant confirms it, just like that. They had canceled the flight ticket.
Oh my God, after all that.
You can just feel the despair in his post, meaning I've missed my flight, the ticket I bought with my entire life savings. He says he was just heartbroken and not in my right frame. Complete collapse.
That raises such an important question, doesn't it, about the ripple effect? It's not just the bribe money demanded. It's the catastrophic erosion of trust in official systems, the deep, often irreparable personal costs, and the damaging perception of the country. And that detail, entire life savings, that's crucial. It elevates this from just an inconvenience, a travel mishap, into a profound personal tragedy, a financial catastrophe.
It's not just a missed flight, it's a shattered dream.
Exactly. A huge financial blow, long-term consequences maybe. And it's this fundamental betrayal of trust in processes that are supposed to facilitate travel, not block it.
And the immediate reaction online in the Reddit communities just speaks volumes about how people see this. Users like Zucker2K, Owen Dixon, straight away advising him to raise hell, make as much noise as possible.
Public pressure.
Even suggesting tagging news networks on Twitter.
Yeah.
It shows where they think accountability actually lies or where you have to go to find it.
That immediate call to public action, it highlights this widespread sense of injustice, right? And crucially, this belief that the official internal channels, maybe they're not enough.
And maybe they're part of the problem.
Could be. It points to this broader frustration, suggests social media has become maybe the primary way to seek accountability, expose wrongdoing when traditional systems fail and seem compromised.
Yeah.
It indicates a community that sees these things as common enough to warrant this direct public confrontation, bypassing what they might see as ineffective or even complicit official channels. That collective outrage is powerful.
So this collective outcry, it's not just venting. It points to this deep demand for accountability, moving from traditional routes to the public square of social media. It's testament to that power of shared experience against seeming corruption.
Absolutely.
Now, what's crucial here is that Giorgio 1990's experience, devastating as it was, well, this is unique. This Reddit thread, the wider community, it's full of similar stories. They paint this disturbing picture of broader recurring patterns of extortion at the airport.
It's not just a one-off.
No. Let's look at another story. Butterscotch Trick 641, an American, first trip to Kotoka too. But, interestingly, their ordeal didn't start at immigration. It started outside the airport, almost right after landing.
Which is fascinating and deeply concerning, right? It shows the adaptable nature of these behaviors. It's not limited to one single point of contact or just one department like immigration.
Yeah, it's flexible.
It suggests a broader systemic challenge, a culture maybe, that goes beyond isolated incidents in one specific area. It shows how these tactics morph, adapt to exploit vulnerabilities at different stages of the journey, right from stepping off the plane.
Precisely. Butterscotch Trick 641 said their phone wasn't working right away, created this moment of vulnerability. A security guy spots this, approaches them.
Sensing distress.
Yeah. This guy and two others, they quickly, subtly isolate the traveler at a table, away from the main crowd. Offered to use their phone to call the traveler's fiancé. Seemed helpful, right?
Okay, a kind gesture.
You'd think. But almost immediately after the call, the demand. A tip. $20 each for 3 people for their help, plus another $20 just for using the phone.
$80, just like that.
$80 for a quick call, and it didn't stop. Fiancé calls back on the security guy's phone. Another $20 demanded for that.
Wow, keep adding it up.
And then when they finally meet the fiancé, the same security guy demands another 100 GHS from the fiancé for escorting them to the car, a service that should be free or clearly marked.
So summing it up, as Butterscotch Trick 641 says, they got 100 CDs from her and $160 from me.
That's a lot of money.
A significant sum,
Yeah.
especially for basic assistance that should really be part of a public servant's job or easily available. The calculated isolation, leveraging that moment of distress, the phone not working, then systematically escalating demands. It shows this clear predatory pattern, exploiting vulnerability.
And the follow-up is even creepier.
What happened?
Later, the security person called the traveler offering to arrange a COVID test. They refused, thankfully.
Goodness. That suggests this persistent, almost organized attempt to get even more money.